Namaste. Hope everyone is doing good. And it's so nice to see you all over here. Well, honestly, I'm not actually able to see most of you. You know the lights. But still, thanks for being here. So let me begin with a question. Now, please tell me, by a show of hands, how many of you recall of a moment when you did something you generally wouldn't do? You took a decision you would never take, actually ended up enjoying the moment. It can be anything, like one fine Sunday, you hop in on a gully cricket match, holding the bat for the first time, and actually hit a six of the first ball. Whoa, or you may be even out for a duck. But what I want to say is that irrespective of what the outcome was, I want you all to raise your hands high up if you ever did something that wasn't you and had a whale of a time. Whoa, I see so many of us, and that's really great. Now, believe me or not, when you look back to that very moment, you will find that you got the big dopamine hit. Not when the results came out, but when you put in the effort to do something new, something different. It was the energetic involvement into something, anything that gives you joy and happiness. It was the feeling of entitlement over self when you chose an act beyond your linear lifestyle. And that, my friends, is what I call breaking boundaries. Over the course of years, varying experiences, beliefs, and ideologies have resulted in the formation of virtual boundaries that confine a majority. And these limitations characterize a pathway that is said to be the trending roadmap to success, or better to say, a smooth plan to success. But we can infer from a lot of living examples that success within these limits does not always bring happiness and contentment. However, it is also a true fact, and it is very much evident that an individual like us gets across many precious moments in his life, by chance or by choice. And it is on us to identify these precious moments and make the right decision at the right time. That will give us the thrust to break through the bubble of comfort and monotonicity. But you might ask, how do we identify if it's the moment we need to pounce upon? Well, I suggest you ask yourselves three questions. Is the intention constructive? And this is a very important one. Will it empower you for the better? And most importantly, does it add any positive value to others? Now, if your answer to these three questions is a big yes, then think no second time. Just go for it. Because placing yourself outside the box is the way to do something that isn't normal in the eyes of the people. It can be a simple venture that you were immensely fascinated by, or it was a big challenge you have always wanted to take deep down. Just go for it. Also, I want to say that sometimes things happen to us. Things happen to us without our involvement that actually put us up in a unique space, encouraging us to make the right decision in all of the forthcoming precious moments of our life. And I'm very thankful to my parents for one such precious moment that occurred to me due to fortunate coincidence. You know, in a world of short and sweet little names with two words, you all have one. I am Aditya Pratap Singh Chauhan. Yes, I do run out of space a lot while filling up forms, and that's a big issue. But trust me, I find a joy that is beyond explanation. It is the joy of uniqueness. I call myself privileged to have also experienced a precious moment by choice. And I'm so glad that I took the right decision at the right time. It might as well be the best decision I took till day. When I began my formal education, I was just the kid my parents, and basically every parent, wants their child to be. I was disciplined, obedient, got good remarks from the teacher, actually read my textbooks, and most importantly, I could recite rhymes to the guests. Yes, we've all done that. In my years through primary and middle school, I was the class monitor, maybe a geek too. But who cares? I scored good grades. I also played tennis and knew how to play a few instruments. Oh, when I recall the time as good old days, oh, everything was going on just right, except, and I know you have heard of this probably 1,000 times in 1,000 talks, the very popular something was missing. I couldn't find the excitement and thrill in what I did. But one day, as I entered high school, the moment occurred to me. I heard the news of a senior in my school who prepared a research project and represented the country at the international level. That's really great. His success story ignited a spark in me and gave wings to my thoughts of staying out of the box. This new perspective of mine led me to find my interest in research and innovation. I went to my mentor and said, "Sir, I want to make a research project." He said yes, and my parents agreed too. Definitely, after a bit of turmoil and concerns over my academics, which I got to tell, they were not wrong about. I dived deep into the world of innovation and research. After a couple of years of dedicated work, I finally did it. Represented India at the ISEF, International Science and Engineering Fair, the world's biggest science innovation fair for high school students. This actually is an image from when we won a grand award in the national qualifiers of ISEF. You know, there it was. I broke the boundary of the belief that said a high school student should focus just on his board examinations. The boundary of the belief that said a high school student isn't capable of creating something that can actually impact lives. On hearing this, you might say that, yeah, that's nice for you, that's good for you. But why so much haphazard? It's all right for a person who isn't able to find his way in the traditional roadmap, like a creative artist or a thoughtful author. It's fine for them, but for someone who is excelling at every single step in the path that is set by the society, what is the need to take an effort into doing something different? What is the need? Well, let me tell you. Undertaking research in high school did bring a lot of curves in my academic graphs, but what I gained over time was unparalleled. In immersion into something that I had never really imagined I would do, augmented me with some really important hard skills in the field of research. And moreover, the personal development was immense. I can now present a point confidently in front of an expert in the field or a judge, and also have gained a fresh perspective of working in a team. Not only that, my innovation eventually grew into a way for me to combat a big global issue. My will to break a personal boundary grew into a vision that is much bigger than myself. And definitely it's just a start, and I'm still on the way. But it is a true fact that acts of thinking outside the box has always brought big changes in the society. On January 12, 1863, a legend was born. In a time when cultures collided and formed tensions, he acted as a bridge between the East and the West. His attempt to break his personal boundary and his will to understand the culture beyond his own presented to the world a personality who became the icon for the youth, Swami Vivekananda. And even in the present time, we have Elon Musk, who took efforts into landing rocket boosters and reusing it in a time when the world was investing in building more and more of them. And we also have personalities that are connected down to the earth, like Tulsi Gowda, who thought for the land beyond her own and planted over 30,000 saplings. Now, these beings do explain that when we break a personal boundary, it creates an impact much bigger than ourselves, and definitely for the betterment of the world. In my past few years, as I've indulged in breaking boundaries in multiple aspects and variable purposes, I have formulated the 3 C's that have given me the energy to push through my limits and face every challenge that I came across in the way. And I believe that these are the key elements to know of in the process of placing yourself beyond the box. 1. Conjure up. Conjure up all the good memories that you have had of the past and the future that you dream for yourself. It is important to identify yourself and understand your potential before you confront a precious moment. Spend some time to think of all the good things that you have always wished to do, but could never act on it because you just couldn't put up the courage to act on it. Or maybe you are restricted from some sort of personal or social belief. Believe me, a shower of thoughts will eventually give you the knowledge to identify your passion, scale your potential, and push through limits to pursue it. 2. Cast a vision. No matter how silly your reason for breaking the boundaries of personal or social limits be, It is important to have a vision greater than yourself. Now, here, I'm not saying you to have a mission to establish lifestyle on Mars and eliminate all forms of plastics from the Earth. If you do have, that's amazing. That's awesome. But all I want to say is that you need to have that one small goal of doing something out of the box that can add value to the lives of your parents, teachers, mentors, or even the local community. It is the sense of contentment that we get when we give to the people we have only taken from till date. It is the sense of happiness we get where we can add values to the lives of people whom we don't even know. And that's what keeps you going. 3. Coordinate your head and heart. It's a popular saying that the road less taken is generally the rough road, and that's true. Similarly, the journey to push through your limits and break the social boundaries isn't going to be easy. It is a choice that you make to approach success in a non traditional manner, and you must prepare yourself for it. A harmony between the head and heart will give you the courage to exceed your potential by many folds and face any challenge that you come across in the way. Even the rusty talks of the naysayers. The people who know only two letters and one word? No. A wave of peace inside your body is important to keep yourself calm and think out of the box in any situation. It is important to keep yourself going in any event. And therefore, this is in fact the most important element of the three. Now, as I talk of the three elements, I can say that these elements do aid in the process of getting a positive outcome of your efforts, but they do not guarantee that. It is not necessary that when you break a boundary, you approach success in a different manner. When you do something different, you will always succeed. There's an equal probability of failure. But remember one thing, when you fail outside the box, you are already better than a lot of people who are still confined in the rational thoughts. You are already exposed to endless ideas and perspectives that all you need is that one thoughtful step, one precious moment, that one another right decision to rise back stronger and higher. Okay, here's the best part. Now, what I want all of you to do is think of a venture that you would like to take up next, a vision that you have in mind, and go for it, keeping in mind the 3 C's and breaking all boundaries that come across. And I'm sure that if you do this, you'll be doing something different. You'll be doing something that you have really wished for a long time. And you will actually love what you'll be doing. Adding on to that, maybe, just maybe, if everyone steps up from the region of confinement, from the region of rational thoughts, then success will be redefined and people will be filled with creativity and free will. The sense of accomplishment when I break a personal boundary and develop into a better version of myself is no less than an addiction. Having said that, as I hope it to be the same with you, I have my next target already set up. The next big thing I want to do. The next thing, something that I don't usually do. Actually, I never do. You can guess, it's to work out. Thank you.